Bootleg Kev Show, special guest, man. Hey, first of all, this guy, it's 2022. It feels like it's going to be his year. All right. Fireboy DML is here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, man.
Thank you so much, my bro.
First of all, congratulations. You know, I was told about this Peru record. It feels like, I don't know, a long ass time ago. Before Ed Sheeran got on it.
Yeah.
And then I heard rumblings Ed Sheeran was getting on it. And, you know, it's on Billboard. It's going crazy. Like, when you first cut this record, did you really feel like this could change your life? Because it feels like this is one of those ones, man.
Yeah, to be honest, after recording the song, everyone in the studio went crazy. Like, you know, I knew I had a solid record, but I didn't see it becoming a global smash. Mm-hmm. I even had a few doubts. I wanted to like touch up a few things and stuff, but you know, my team were like, no, it's okay. Let's just put it out, and you know, it came out great. But I knew I had a solid record because it was really catchy and it's a feel good record. So you know when you have a feel good record on your hands. But I didn't see it becoming this big. Yeah,
for sure. And then I heard that Ed Sheeran just kind of had like someone had sent it to him and he just loved it so much, right?
My big bro Jamal Edwards sent it to him. Bless his soul, rest his soul. And he loved it. You know, he told me it was on repeat for weeks. You know, so when he sent me his verse, I knew that he had taken his time to like really write the song, and it was amazing. He genuinely loves the song.
Do we think Ed Sheeran is the greatest ginger of all time? If we're ranking the greatest gingers ever, it's Annie and it's him, right?
I mean, it's the only one I can think of right now.
I can't even think of another ginger, and I don't even think Annie's like a fictional character, so he's the best.
Yes, top artist.
Sheamus is a wrestler here in the United States. He's also a ginger.
I think I'm familiar, yeah.
With the big mohawk.
Yeah, I know him.
He'd probably be like in the top 5.
But shout out. Ed Sheeran is the only one I can think of.
No, I know, for sure. Yeah. And then this new remix, you got some LA flavor. You got 21 Savage on it. You got Blast on it. That's also just a big deal because right now Blast is the hottest artist on the West Coast, one of the hottest artists in the country, and 21 Savage is a legend.
Yes, sir.
Atlanta and UK can claim him as well. But what was the process of getting the second remix started? Like why even do it? You have Ed Sheeran on the song. Like,
it's really about increasing the reach, tapping into different markets. It was basically a necessary thing to do. You know, the song is already successful even before Ed Sheeran got on it. The song was already approaching that global level. But we just, it was, apart from the fact that it was a strategic remix,
right?
It was essential for me because Ed Sheeran is someone I really connect with, sonically. So that's why that remix came out. Then the 21 Savage and Blast one is more of just increasing the potential of the song, maximizing the full potential of the song.
Were you able to chop it up with either of those guys, or did they just hop on?
Briefly,
yeah.
Yeah, but Ed Sheeran was really the one I connected with, linked up with. It was.
You guys are buds now.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can say that.
Have you smoked weed with Ed Sheeran or drank any alcohol with him?
I don't know if he smokes.
Okay.
But we met in New York to shoot the video.
Right.
And he was, long hours.
He seems like it might be the nicest guy ever.
Trust me. Is the most down-to-earth, successful artist I've ever met. I think that level of success just does that to you. It just calms you down, gives you a different perspective.
Or it goes the other way.
Yeah, right. But yeah, it was as organic as possible, a down-to-earth person. What you see is what you get, very real. The energy was amazing.
Yeah. Help me understand, because, right now, man, I feel like I remember first meeting WizKid and really kind of getting hip to the Afrobeat wave probably in 2016, 2017. So we're like, that's 5 or 6 years ago, where I feel like it kind of like started to...
Oh, that was peak Afropop.
As far as like penetrating the States and like the commercial, music consumption of the United States. But I feel like right at this moment, it's like the biggest it's ever been. When you turn on the radio in the US, CK's got a #1 record. Your record is it's on its way to #1 at radio. Yes, I feel it. Obviously, Burna Boy just sold out the Hollywood Bowl in LA a few months ago. And Essence is probably the biggest song of the last year. Just that genre in general, man, like what do you think is so special about just the timing of like why it's finally cutting through to the States? Because I do feel like the United States is like, it's such a weird demographic.
Right.
It's like hard to penetrate it, but once you're in, you're in.
Yeah, like you said, 2016. I think that was when the groundwork was being laid. For what we're seeing now.
Right.
And it takes time. Of course, the US is a big market, different, diverse cultures, diverse people. So it was never going to be like just a day's work or a year's work. It was legends like Wizkid, David O'Brien that laid the groundwork. From then, even before them, we have people like 2Face on the low though. 2Face, Demand already doing some crazy stuff. Then Wiz taking it up from there, and then this generation of mine completing the whole thing. So it was a process, and I'm just glad that my generation gets to be the one that fully takes advantage of this momentum.
Give me some insight on your camp, because your OG is if I fuck his name up, please correct me. Is Oladime, right?
Olamide.
Olamide. See, Brian Sampson fucked that up for me. Wow. Olamide.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's kind of who you were. I mean, you were already active, and then you ended up linking up with him.
No, I wasn't active when I ended up with
him. You weren't
active.
He
took me from the very beginning.
Give us background on, is he kind of like one of the OGs in the space?
Oh yes, he is.
Yeah,
very much so. It's top 3 in the conversation, to be honest.
If you had to compare him to like someone that, like, when we think of hip hop, we think of Jay-Z and Dr. Dre, and like, so he's like one of those.
Jay-Z.
We're talking to Jay-Z.
We're talking Jay-Z and Snoop at the same time.
Wow.
Definitely, trust me. Like, it's literally the only one that represents the streets at that level. Yeah, so yeah, that's definitely who you're talking about. Olamide is an OG, is very low key, so like, but yeah, he's up there, top 3 for me.
Top 3.
Yeah.
What was it about what he brought to the table for you that like made you kind of like end up signing or working with him officially?
Well, I officially started music professionally in 2012. It took me 5 years to find my sound. I found my sound and identity in 2017. By that time, I already became the complete artist. So I was just waiting to be tapped. I was ready to be tapped, and then
right.
Olamide found me. Identified my potential, signed me up, and for him, the reason why I signed up was because he brought a new perspective. To my knowledge, music business wise. It made me understand that this is music business, but it can be done a certain way. And then I saw it and like, yeah, this guy is different from every other offer I'd gotten. I was like, yeah.
You know what I appreciate too is like the partnership y'all got with Empire. I never see record executives, the owner of the label, him and Ghazi and Nima went to Africa in the middle of the pandemic. And I thought that was so crazy, because I was like, you don't see this kind of shit happening.
That was what really reeled us in, to be honest. The fact that they're hands-on. They're not just like, get the next superstar from Africa and just bring him over. No, they came, imbibed themselves in the culture, saw what was going on, picked the most genuine people to work with, and that's how we started.
What about your project? Obviously, this song is amazing. I'm sure you got a bunch of people trying to work with you. How are you following up the single?
I'm actually dropping my next single next month or early April.
Okay.
To follow up to Peru, and it's gonna be amazing, because it's like it's Peru already set the tone, the mood, the theme for my third album, which is gonna drop by before summer.
Right.
And this next track just like encapsulates the whole thing.
Is there a feature?
No, it's not. It's a single.
Solo.
Just me, solo, and it's just, it describes this phase of my life where I'm done overthinking, I'm done tinkering and all that stuff. It's straight to the point, commercial Afrobeat music, and right now Afrobeat is like about to go crazy.
It's pop music.
It's the best. It's the best. No, it's not pop.
No, I'm saying it's popular. It's popular music. I mean,
you're right.
Yeah.
So I feel it's best to take advantage of that momentum and just go straight for the balls.
You think as an artist, you talk about overthinking? Do you think? I mean, I think a lot of times it's so easy to overthink your way out of. It was
worse.
Yeah.
The past 2-3 years of my career. In fact, if I had leaned into my own knowledge, I would never have dropped Peru.
Because you were just overthink it.
I was overthinking it, and then Olamide told me, bro, relax, this song is perfect.
Just drop it,
and
man.
then he leaked it.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he leaked it behind my back.
Wow. They were like, yo,
I woke up to the song.
They're like, you're fucking tripping.
Yeah,
We're
like
gonna show
I woke
you.
up to the song on YouTube, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's great.
And then because it's a song I really love,
yeah.
I was like, no, it's cool, it's cool, it's cool.
Obviously, the crazy timing. You're on the show, and this Ukraine invasion is happening, and it looks like there's going to be, I don't know what's going on. Just in general, shout out to Ukraine, because it's a pretty wild time in the world right now.
I really don't know what's going on, but my heart reaches out to the families and everyone, you know, that this thing seems to be affecting, and that's where, you know, my mind is right now. The people that, you know, this thing affects, and it's crazy. We can only hope for the best, man.
100%. What is one thing, if someone's watching this, they've never heard of you, they don't know much about you, what's one thing about Fireboy DML that people might be surprised by? Maybe it's something, some music you're into, a show you watch, or just one of your hobbies, something random.
I used to be a rapper.
Used to be a rapper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Started out as a rapper. I thought I was going to make a good rapper, but apparently the texture of my voice didn't work.
Did you still have the same name though?
It was just DML at the time.
So it was just DML.
Yeah.
Where's the Fireboy come in? Like, with like, yo, that like.
So yeah, it was DML at first, yeah, and then one day when I found my sound in 2017, my sound and identity, and I was like, so your stage name, what's up? When you blow up and people want to like check you out, what would they see? And then I typed DML on Google,
and
what came out was
right.
Data manipulation language. It was like a computer thing. I was like, no, this is bullshit. What the fuck is
we
this?
gotta add something here so when you Google it, my shit pops up.
Like, you know, so like a friend of mine I sent a song to a friend of mine weeks before that time, and I was like, this is fire. Yo, Fireboy. You know, it was, and it had a really nice ring to it. I'm like, Fireboy doesn't sound bad. Fireboy DML. And that was it.
There it is. Well, listen, can we look up any of your old rap songs on YouTube? Are they there?
They are not there.
You took them down.
All of them are down.
Wow.
I didn't even have them on my phone.
When you were
rapping, dark times.
When you were rapping, like, what was like? Who's like your growing up rap influences when you started to like, you know?
My cousin introduced me to core hip hop, and you know, it was Lupe Fiasco. To be
Lupe,
honest.
which album? Food and Liquor.
It was a song that he played for me. I've forgotten the title. Cheers.
Well, Lupe is one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, definitely. My cousin was obsessed. Probably still is. Is a legend.
Shout out to Lupe, and shout out to you, man. Hey, let's get into the record. Shout out to Fireboy DML. Go follow him. New single coming soon. Boom. It's the Bootleg Kev Show.